Hello, amateur artist Mark D. Chandler once again from Manland here at Bones Yard. And as you can see, it's raining its rear end off again. This is a Monday and I'm shooting this video for Canteen Cup Tuesday. This is not the video that I wanted to shoot, but I don't have the ingredients. And it don't look like it's ever going to stop raining. Let's check this out. Canteen Cup Tuesdays, cooking of biscuit and bacon in a canteen cup. Can it be done? Well, we're going to find out with charcoal, because I ain't got no wood. What we got right here is my hobo stove, and there's water running next to it. Ah, be dadgum, man. Look at that water run. Even under the carport, man. But anyway, I stole some of Bo's charcoal. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 7 pieces in there. And I'm letting her heat up pretty good. That's going to simulate my wood. At least that's the plan. And I've got it elevated here. This is my hobo stove pot stand that I made a long time ago. Totally improvised. And the idea is to cook biscuits and bacon, excuse the shakiness, in a canteen cup. Let's give this a go. I'm going to try to talk loud because I don't know if y'all can hear me over this rain right here. But here's my stainless steel canteen cup, complete with stainless steel lid. Now, what I did is I went and got me some of that, what do they call that? That wire, you know what I'm talking about, that square wire, and I know the name of it, but I can't call it right now. But I don't know if it's galvanized or not. So I burnt this off of my propane stove, and I stuck this on over and into the charcoal just to make sure I burned off that galvanized material, if it was any on there. The idea here is for it to fit inside the stainless steel canteen cup. Try not to stutter here. Now, the reason why I chose this material is because it's easy, readily available. I can't see if this thing shows up good. Readily available for anybody to use. It's cheap. Somebody's probably got some laying around. If not, you don't need very much. I had a big old roll of it, but I gave it to Ranger Cookies. But luckily, Bones, here at Bones Yard, got plenty over there next to the shed, just sitting there. What I've also got is a piece of aluminum foil, and that's more than I need. I'm going to tear about yay half of that right there, and I'm going to size it to fit on top of that grill. That little piece of metal I'm putting in there. You know what I'm saying? It's going to hold the biscuit. Once I flatten her down, about like that right there. That's so my biscuits can sit on top of. Now I bought some bacon just for this here project, but Bone said use what he had already in the refrigerator. It's a little old, a little bit brown, but still good. And we're going to rub that all over this aluminum foil. Raw bacon, that's right. Grease her up good. Hey, you can't go wrong with bacon grease, I guarantee you. Now, because this is thin bacon, it's not the thick bacon, it's real thin, and he already cut it in half. So I got bits and pieces to work with. Let's call this bacon bits and pieces. Not really bacon ends, because bacon ends are usually thicker than this stuff. But anyway, I got all the bacon here, about a handful, and I'm putting it inside this canteen cup, and I'm going to kind of mush it around right here on the very bottom of the end curved part of this right here. Now, I'm doing this for the video. I can't see it myself. My hands are clean, look dirty. But anyway, I'm mashing this right here down. Now let me take a look at it. I think that's going to work. That's probably a little too thick for what I'm about to do. Next, here's my biscuit. I just made it out of Biscuit with some milk and a little bit of margarine mixed in there. And I think my biscuit's going to be too big for my canteen cup. Hold on, let me rearrange the size of this puppy here. I should have tried this out before I made the video. I had it all pretty for the video, but anyway, now she fits nicely on top of this here improvised stand. We're going to put it right here on top of the bacon, just like that right there. Now you can probably guess what I'm guessing. I'm going to see if we can cook the bacon and the biscuit together in an oven style cooking scenario. Now the charcoal here in my IKEA hobo stove, she's nice, and I'm going to sit there and put just like that. That's all we're going to do to it. The handle should stay up. It should act like an oven. And we're going to get a check on this thing here every once in a while. I need to talk to the front because that's where the speaker is here on my handy cam. Yeah. But that's all there is to it. Okay, now it ain't been but about 2 minutes, and I don't want to take this lid off very often, but the bacon, she's already starting to sizzle. So we know the bacon's gonna cook. But what I want to know, is the bacon gonna burn before the biscuit gets done, or do I need to cook the two separately? I'm thinking it should work. I'm gonna find out, and so are y'all too. The rain's not working with me here, but at the 5-minute mark, I had my cup not tilted back like I wanted to, and so the bacon grease came out from here, sitting in this position, ran down and caused a flare up. I wasn't out here paying attention. So, my bacon looks like it's starting to get a little burnt, but the biscuit is rising nicely. I'm going to put the lid back on and give it another 5 minutes. I know I should flip the bacon, but I ain't got a spatula that's small just yet. I'm going to go ahead and flip the bacon now. Man, come on! This state line never got this much damn rain. Hey God, fix your water leak. I took the charcoal out of the hobo stove and put 3 pieces on top, thinking that might slow down the cooking process and cause the biscuit to start the browning process. Y'all can really tell I'm really working for this video. I am working my wet butt off. Here at Bones Yard, the campground is mighty wet. Here's the Manland tarp with hammock. We're gonna do a quick check. My hands are wet, but the hammock is dry, and that end is actually wet, but not bad. It's not soaked. The cover is okay. It's dry. Bones' little ditch has become a river. This little ditch is starting to overflow. We might get a flood. Holy crap! Well, I asked for rain, but only to test out my tent and hammock system. But as you saw, it was a flood underneath it. There's no way to prevent that, even on any hillside. It's gonna get wet. But I didn't ask for the rain when I'm trying to shoot a video on a Monday, shot for Canteen Cup Tuesdays. Now let's check this biscuit now and see what happens. It should have been long enough. Y'all gonna see for the first time what I see. It's been about a good 15 minutes overall. The charcoal on top, well, it's kind of pathetic. The charcoal underneath, it kind of went out too. Normally, I would add wood to it. But being it's raining and we're limited on charcoal, I didn't add no extra. So let's just see how this turned out. As is, I'm calling it, I'm done. Off comes the lid. And the biscuit and the bacon looks all right. Yet, the biscuit feels kind of doughy. Okay, for the first time, it's so wet out there, I caught it. We're done with it. So we're gonna pull this out. It's been cooling down a little bit. See what it looks like the first time. There's the biscuit. It started to brown on top, y'all. Ooh, it's still warm. It started to do the browning effect, but the biscuit to me feels kind of doughy. But did it stick to the aluminum foil? Yeah, not so bad. Didn't brown on bottom. Now, setting that to the side, take a look at the bacon. Is the bacon done? I think it is. Let's put it on this plate and let's take a gander. Looks kind of halfway raw, but at the same time, done. We're going to slice the biscuit in half. Is it done on the inside? Using that segregated edge there. You always got to have segregation in your knife. You know what? I think that biscuit's done all the way through. It is. Wow. Neato. Let's put the crispy side up. And let's add the final ingredient. A big old glob of crunchy peanut butter. Ooh yeah. Throw that on there nice and pretty, which is not being pretty because here, use fingers, that'll work. And slap it on top. Just like that. And now for the taste test. Tina of Tina Poulan. Alright, Tina. Give that right there a try.
Wait a minute, it's falling apart. Hold on.
Uh-oh, lost the bacon.
Alright, here goes. Who would have thunk it? But it's really good. I wouldn't have thunk it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, good or not?
The flavor is good, but the biscuit is a tad bit doughy. It's just a little doughy, but it's done. It's a little doughy. Give me a pinch. Did I say it was a little doughy? Give me a pinch, just a pinch.
Now Princess Boneyard is going to take her opinion.
No, I can't. No, you gotta bite it like I did. Seriously, it's really good. Peanut butter and bacon? Who would have thought?
Peanut butter and bacon is good. And she walks away. Yay or nay?
It's good, isn't it? Here, man, lamb. It's good.
Oh, I'll definitely try it.
Peanut butter and bacon, huh? Never heard of it, but it's good.
Now Manland's got to try it himself, just to see, because I've always been curious. The bread's falling apart. That's half the bread gone.
All right, Chris, try this again.
But it sucks 99.9% of the moisture out of your mouth and you can't talk.
Right.
So there you have it. For Florida Boy Survival, that there's a shout out to Cab 7, who loves his peanut butter, and the Noble Archive, who also loves his peanut butter. So for Canteen Cup Tuesday, I would call that a success under the circumstances. I had to call it early, y'all. It's raining like hell out there. It rain?
It rained. It's a gully washer.
So y'all take them easy and take them care. This amateur artist Martin D. Chandler from Manland and
Princess Bones.
And
Princess Bones. And Princess Bones. Princess Bones. Tina Poulan.
it's hard to work with hired help, I tell you. It really is.
That would be extra good with jelly on it.
I think it would be too. Next time I do this, we're going to put peanut butter and jelly on top of our bacon and biscuit sandwich.
Peanut butter and jelly time.
Peanut butter and jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time.
He don't know nothing about no people.
That's what I figured.
Really dime.
Y'all, I'm not kidding. The rain is relentless. This is the worst I've seen since I've been here. Bones Yard, down there where we camp out at, his ditch is now flooding. There's the Bones nest if you can't see for the tree. There's my man land set up. I mean, this is the most rain I have seen since I've been at Bones Yard. So was this a success or a failure? To be perfectly honest, I couldn't tell you. It's not fair that it rained as much as it did. Even though I was underneath the carport where it was relatively dry, I wasn't able to add the extra charcoal to it. If I'd been out there in dry condition, I could have added the sticks, the whole 9 yards, and kept the fire hot enough to actually cook it properly. The biscuit was done, a little bit doughy. Bacon on one side, the side that I flipped first, a little bit raw, not crunchy. Peanut butter and bacon, wonderful flavor. So I'm going to sit there and say this is probably, I'm not going to say a success or a failure. I will say that it's very, very plausible, and this deserves a revisit. And like I say, might throw some jelly in there along with it. Y'all take them easy and take them care. Amateur artist Mark D. Chandler once again from Manland, wishing you and y'all a very happy YouTube experience out there. And remember this, it never rained this bad in State Line. I think Mrs. Manland and myself, we moved into the rainforest.